You are listening to the Winners Ways podcast with Bola episode number 90.
Would you like to win and achieve success at what you do? Welcome to the Winners Ways podcast, where we create winners every day. And now, your host, the author of Winners Ways book and life coach, Bola Alabi.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Winners Ways podcast. This is where you get your personal finance education, and we also give you tips and ideas that will help you to make progress in your career, and also so that you can live a fulfilled life. Since I talk about money on my podcast and YouTube channel, I often get asked questions about money. So because of that, I am starting a new segment that I call Ask Bola. And the purpose of this segment is to share some of the questions that I get asked so that more people can learn from these questions. Recently, someone asked me this question. I have $50,000. What should I do with it? When we talk about money, there are two kinds of issues that you can run into. You can either have so much money and you are wondering what to do with it, and that's a great problem to have. But on the other spectrum, there are people that don't even have enough. They need more money. So this particular question is a good one because this fellow has some extra money and they want to know what to do with it. So the way I'm going to respond to this question, I'm going to dissect this individual situation and see if we can offer some guidance on what to do with this $50,000 in their saving account. So the first thing, in my opinion, if this person still has some debt, then the first thing will be to find ways to pay off their debt. Now, if the person is completely out of debt, whether it's credit card debt, student loan debt, car loan debt, or any other consumer-related debt, then he or she can do three things. And I'm going to go over those three things so that you too, if you are in that situation, you can also learn from it. So the first thing that I love is this person can invest that money. Investing money is always a wise thing to do. You invest your money so that your money will work for you. The harder you can make your money work for you, the richer you will become. But when we talk about investment, you have to balance the gain from your investment with the risk that you are willing to take. So you have to watch out for risk. You shouldn't just put your money anywhere without studying, without researching, and making sure that at least you are going to get some returns over time. Now, in terms of investment, there are two main types of investment that I do and that I will also advise people to do. The first one is real estate investment. If you are up to it and if you are open to managing tenants, you should consider buying properties where you can get monthly rents and generate some passive incomes. When you want to invest in real estate, now location is very important. And along with that, you also need to know the return on investment on the property. It is always advisable to have about 20% down payment in the property so that the bank can finance the rest, and your tenants, as they keep paying, you keep paying down your loan. And with $50,000 in your account, you can definitely buy a property. You can buy properties that is worth around $250,000. So that's it. That's the first one. You can either invest in real estate so that you can get monthly rent and thereby generate passive income. The other one that I also like is capital market. For some, they find it super stressful dealing with tenants. Because if you tenant, they can have complaints, things can break down in the home, some tenant may not pay you on time. And if you don't want to deal with this uncertainty, then you should consider the capital market. And this is where you can buy stocks and bonds. Now, before you go and invest in any company, you must also do your research. Look at the track record of the company, make sure that the company is reliable, make sure that the company has a strong position in the market, and if at all possible, make sure that the company will pay you some dividend. In the capital market, it's not always about dividend. There are times you can get growth. For example, if you had invested in Tesla, maybe early last year, Tesla was trading at around $300. As at the close of market today, Tesla is around $800. Tesla doesn't pay any dividend, but you see, you can get growth from that company. So that's a good way to invest your money. And if you care about generating income from your investment, then definitely you should look for companies that will pay you dividend. For example, if you invest $50,000 in a company with a dividend yield of 4%, you are going to be receiving a quarterly dividend of $500. So that's it. Invest in the capital market. Some companies, they will pay dividends, some companies don't. And if you don't have the time to research and look into individual companies, there are other options for you. You can invest in mutual funds. You can buy ETFs. And these are fund or group of companies that have combined together to form a basket of fund, and they can have up to 300 companies in this fund. And this way, if 2, 4, 5 companies are doing poorly, then there are hundreds of other companies that are doing superbly well. So that way you are balancing the risk. So that's the first option I will consider. If I have $50,000 in my account today, I'm going to invest the money. The other option is to start a business. And the question is, have you ever had a plan to start any business? With that amount, you can definitely consider starting your business. Of course, it depends on the capital requirement for that business. But the truth is, there are many businesses that could be started with less than $50,000. Even if you need more money, you can approach the bank so that they can loan you some money to add to your capital in case you need more. But to me, before you go and borrow money and take on debt, it is always better to explore alternatives. And here's what I mean. Let's say you need $200,000 to start a business. I want you to ask yourself, is it at all possible to start small? And ask, what can that $50,000 accomplish? You should create a minimum viable option that will let you start a business with the capital that you have. And you can now find maybe other existing business that you can collaborate with, or maybe outsource part of the operation of your business to those companies and let them handle it. And as you start making more money, as your business start growing, you can now start expanding your business. Business has its own risk, so don't take on debt unless you have a clear path to profit in your business. Sometimes starting a business may only require you to have a functioning website, and that will help you to test the idea before you put more money into that business. For the business to succeed and thrive, it is important for you to have some experience about the business that you are going into. You should also be passionate about the line of business, and you must be willing to commit some time so that you can grow your business. There is no such thing as overnight success when it comes to building a profitable and sustainable business. So that's number 2. You can start a business. Number 3, buy a franchise. If you do not want to go through the rigors of starting a new business from the scratch, then you should consider buying a franchise. There are quite a number of franchises that you can start with less than 50K. For example, there are some cruise planners, there are some cleaning and janitorial services, home inspection services company, even H&R blog can be started with just around $50,000. The main benefit of buying a franchise is that you are buying into an established system, and most of them have strong network of support. And as such, in the beginning, they will train you, they will train your employees, and they will be there to help you to set up and get you running smoothly. And that's awesome. In the rough and tumble world of business, that initial support will go a long way to determine whether you are successful or not. Furthermore, most franchises have been in existence for many decades. They have tried different strategies. They know what works and they know what doesn't. Getting that experience is something that money cannot buy. So if you are not cut out for the stress of starting a new business, buying a franchise may be the right option for you. And there you have it. 3 different ways to solve the problem. I have $50,000. What do I want to do with it? Like I said, if you are in debt, try and pay off the debt first. If you have no debt, you can consider investing the money. If you have a 401k or retirement account, those are tax advantage. I'm going to start with that and max them out. If you have any extra, then you can. If you have a brokerage account, you can put more money there. You can also buy a rental property so that you can start getting monthly rent. You can start your own business if you have been thinking about owning your own business. And finally, you can buy a franchise. And that's it. I hope this is helpful. I'm going to leave with a quote by Ayn Rand, which says, "Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as a driver." When it comes to our money, we are the driver. We got to command our money. We got to tell our money where to go, when to go there, and what to do. Make sure you are controlling your money. And the best way to control your money is to have a written budget of how you want to spend your money at the beginning of each month. And that's where I'm heading today. Thank you for listening. This is Bola Halabi. Keep winning, my friends. Keep winning.
This episode of Winner's Ways podcast has come to a close. We hope you enjoy and learn something from today's show. We want you to win and excel in all areas of your life, and we regularly explore and share information with our listeners to empower them to win. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more tips and strategies to help you find the success that you've always dreamt of. And don't forget to rate and review so that we can continue to bring you more podcast episodes to empower you. We will love to have you again next week. Now, keep winning.